I think in the past few months it's been a huge struggle for content. And I'm so glad that I finally get to make content about somebody that has won a race in 2024. The man who 2 weeks ago was diagnosed with appendicitis, had to have his appendix removed through surgery, returned to the paddock on Saturday to watch Oliver Bearman, his replacement for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, finish in the points, and 2 weeks later goes on to win the Australian Grand Prix. You could never imagine that. Of course, we're talking about the smooth operator and Spain's very own, after Fernando Alonso, Carlos Sainz. Now, Carlos Sainz is a man that is really good behind the wheel of a Formula One car. But if we look at the way things are this year, he's still good, but he is almost driving for his life. Compared to how it was last year, the pressure wasn't really there for him. But this year, the pressure is on for him. If you're unaware or have been living under a rock or something, Carlos Sainz won't be a Ferrari driver in 2025 and onwards. He will be without a seat, so at this point he is a free agent and is being replaced by Lewis Hamilton, who DNF'd in the Australian Grand Prix due to a power unit problem. So Carlos Sainz is basically driving for his life to find himself a seat on the grid, and a good seat for that matter, because Carlos Sainz at the Australian Grand Prix proved that Ferrari may have made a mistake. Because as things stand, from the last time Charles Leclerc won a Formula One Grand Prix, and that was in Austria 2022, Carlos Sainz has gone on to win 3 Grand Prix. And that's quite crazy because he's been outclassing, I could say, Leclerc in some races, maybe not most of them, but he's been outclassing him in quite a number of races. And you do get to wonder, and it also begs the question that is Carlos Sainz better than Charles Leclerc as a Formula One driver, or is he getting better? For me, I think I'd say it's 50-50, because it depends on the driver. Some drivers, it's just all about form. But on the other side, I can't really defend Leclerc because he has been the man that's gotten above, I guess I'd say, I think it's above 20 pole positions, and has a very bad conversion rate, while his teammate Carlos Sainz doesn't really have it like that, but he's got a number of poles as well. But Carlos Sainz delivers a lot more. I mean, look at how it was in Silverstone 2022. Okay, that was too far away. Let me say Singapore last year, where he managed to hold off about 3 cars. Well, you could say 2, the 2 Mercedes. It reduced to 1 because George Russell did another George Russell moment. And, well, slowly he did win the Singapore Grand Prix. And then talk about the Australian Grand Prix, where Russell crashed again. Wasn't really his fault, but again, we don't really know about that. But the stewards did think that Alonso was to blame. But Russell's not the point of discussion here. It's about Carlos Sainz. And I mean, the way he dominated in Australia was incredible. Not taking anything away from Charles Leclerc, who did finish P2, Ferrari 1-2. That was pretty wonderful. And I think Carlos Sainz is driving with some anger in him, with some venom in him this year. So yeah, like I said, it's a 50-50 for me. I can't really decide who is better than the other. I'd say Leclerc in qualifying trim, and then Sainz in race trim certain days. Sainz's best day, I think he may be a better driver than Charles Leclerc, because Leclerc seems to be making a whole lot of mistakes. And it's quite crazy that, well, Charles Leclerc has not been on form of late. I mean, it's quite crazy. It's been 2 years since he last won a race, and his teammate has gone on to win 3 since the last time he won a race. That's unbelievable, actually. And for Sainz to be the only non-Red Bull winner in 2023 and so far in 2024, that just shows how much he's working hard. He's really good behind the wheel, and I hope that it's not his last win in Formula 1, let alone his last win this season, but mostly his last win in Formula 1. I'd love to see him on the grid in 2025. And also, I hope it's not the last non-Red Bull win of the season. I hope to see teams like Mercedes, I guess, looking at the way they are, and McLaren, maybe Aston Martin, win a race in 2024. But it's up to you guys to decide who is better, Charles Leclerc or Carlos Sainz. Let me know down in the comments, and if you want to see more content just like this, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and from me, Octave F1, it's goodbye.